Yes, hello everyone. Welcome to this platform. And in the video of today, we are going to discuss, we are going to share, we are going to understand the meaning of take your medication in the right time, right dose, from the right place. So, but before we continue, make sure you run to our YouTube channel, subscribe, follow, watch all the videos, and of course come back to our TikTok channel. Make sure you follow so that you can always get notified every single moment we post videos like this, or every single moment we come live. Now, in the video of today, as I mentioned earlier above, we are going to understand the meaning of the word. Why is it that health professionals always encourage, the Ministry of Health, the World Health Organization always encourage to take your medication, especially for people living with HIV, taking your medication in the right time, right dose, from the right place. Now, worldwide, particularly, let me start with Uganda. Oh, anyway, it's okay. But worldwide, many of the people living with HIV are on their drugs. But however, not everyone is taking the drugs as recommended. Some other people miss. Others, of course, they give understandable reasons why they are not. Others, of course, just decide not to take. Now, in the video of today, I want us to understand why is it really important to take your medication, not only taking, but in the right time, right dose, and from a right place. Of course, as we understand, HIV virus is one of the most trickiest viruses we have ever had on this planet Earth. So now, on top of its having ability to multiply very fast, very fast, it has the ability to mutate. Ability to mutate, I mean changing from one form to another. Then thirdly, those changes or the ability, the forms it has changed into, it also has the ability to carry them on. For example, the son is different from the mother is different from the grandfather, and the difference can also be carried out to the next cell and the next cell. So, for instance, that makes it so tricky to deal with. Remember the medications we get for people living with HIV. The medications they get is aimed at suppressing the viral load to make sure that it is not as replicating or as producing as fast as possible. Now, for people who are not taking their medication, not only taking, by the way, even for people who are not taking in the right time, not only taking in the right time, by the way, even for people who are getting a medication from a wrong place, you get, not a hospital, which is licensed to issue out the right medication, will have the blood levels of the drugs that are low in the blood. So if the levels of the drugs are low, it means the ability of this kauka to continue producing are still there at a faster rate. What does it mean? Let me give an example. For people who live in mountainous areas, they tend to be runners. For example, in Uganda, you see the Kiprotich, you see the what, etc. But when it comes to people in Central, they also have their traits, special traits. When it also comes to people maybe from the West, or from the south, whatever, different parts of Uganda, they also have different traits. Now, I want you to carry that example, you bring it to the topic of today, what we are discussing about. If this drug is present in the blood but in low levels, it means the kauka is able to produce and multiply because the drug that is present is low. What does it mean? It means also the drug gets used of the low doses. It also starts to produce features that can enable it survive in the presence of that drug. So it means in the future, this kauka at the end of it all, because it continuously produces the children that have gotten used to these low doses of the drug in the blood, it means time will come and the drug will no longer work for you because you will have accumulated the number of viral cells that are resistant to that drug. So the HIV medication will not work effectively because the virus has become resistant. And by the way, this is a threat. Not only, remember, their targets. Always the World Health Organization, the Ministry of Health of Uganda is having targets to make sure that for people living with HIV, the viral loads are suppressed completely. Now here you come, not taking your medication in time, not getting it from the right place, not even taking it in the right time. This will result into an increment of resistant strains of viruses. And this is a threat. This is a threat to a human body. It means now these new forms which cannot be treated, the drug is not working on them, they are just increasing. And for you, remember, now you reach a time and you decide to repent. Yes, let me call it repent. You reach a time and decide to repent and start taking your medication. Remember, this is the medication which is no longer working for you. You continuously take the medication, but the medication is not working. The resistant strain is multiplying and multiplying and multiplying. At the end of the day, you end up into many complications of HIV. You end up into starting from the head, going into the whole body system, the liver, the kidneys, the lungs, start to get a lot of complications. You end with AIDS. And at the end of the day, the only result of this may result, by the way, into death or other severe forms of HIV. So, as I wind up for this video, please make sure you take your medication not only regularly, but in the right time from the right place. And also always seek medical information from professional people. Always visit your hospital. Yes, thank you so much for listening. Make sure you always follow the platform such that you can always get notified for information like this. Save a brother, save a sister, save a relative, personal information. Make sure you always share these videos because it may learn to that one soul who may change their lives as a result of this video. Thank you so much. For now, I'll have to say bye-bye.